And now the winner of this week's Your Stock, My Opinion, NVIDIA. What can I say? Do you recall when I told you hundreds of dollars ago that NVIDIA was going to 1,000? Told you that Costco was going to 1,000. Told you that Tesla was going to 2,000. All my opinions only. And eventually 4,000 a share. Told you that Apple was grossly undervalued and would go screaming higher. So what's my opinion of NVIDIA? Mothra just did a split. Smart company. Companies that do splits, I know there are people out here that will tell you, it's not good, it's going to be harder, more shares is going to be harder to keep up with the growth, the earnings. Your fucking ass. Keep splitting stocks in our favor. That means no reverse stock splits. That's what the low-life loser douchebags do. Good companies split stocks for us shareholders. I know it changes nothing, but what it does change is the mind of the simpleton, the average investor, not the pros. The pros buy millions of shares, whether it's $10,000 a share or $10 a share. The amateur. Now you can buy NVIDIA for about $130 a share. The average person wants to hold a minimum of 10 shares. They weren't going to buy it at $1,000. They weren't going to give you 10 grand, but they'll throw a grand at it. They can muster up a grand. Maybe the average investor says to themselves, well, at 130, I can't afford 10 shares right here. I'll buy 2. And I'll buy 2 a month for the next 12 months. Okay. $260 a month if the share price weren't going to change. In my opinion, it will change in a northward fashion, not south. And of course, like all stocks, there will be down periods. That's when I get involved. That's when I get excited. I own shitloads of NVIDIA in different investments, like your Fidelity Contra Fund, many different investments where they're invested heavy in NVIDIA and they're the pros. But if you tempt me, and what I mean by that is, you give me NVIDIA at $65 a share, I'm going in and I'm buying even though the pros have it. The pros have it for me? I want some too. 65, 55, 45, I'm jumping for joy. You're all shitting yourselves and puking at $45 a share, but me? I'm the stock father. I want to buy on sale. Bring NVIDIA down. Do me a favor. Bring NVIDIA down to $1 a share. I'll back up the truck. But long story short, if I already owned only shares of NVIDIA, which the stock father does not, I own it through other avenues. If I owned only in shares of NVIDIA, of course I wouldn't be selling it. Losers sell, winners buy. However, since I already have NVIDIA at way cheaper prices, because people like Will Danoff of the Fidelity Contra Fund was buying that shit years ago. Not days ago. I'm sure he was buying it years ago. Exactly when he bought it, only God knows. I don't know. I don't care. I own it through him. And I said, through others also. Just got to figure out who the hell holds it and where. Mothra. Superior company. I love NVIDIA. I think in 5 or 10 years, it'll be trading way higher than it's trading today. Everything's about 5 or 10 years. I'm not interested in what a stock's going to do in 5 or 10 hours, 5 or 10 days, 5 or 10 months. 5 or 10 years. That's it. That's where I get interest. That's what I look at. All you people who keeps reminding me about how SoFi's not doing good. Oh, yeah. Today it's not. Okay. It's not doing horrible. But I'm not worried about it. I buy for 5 years. I buy for a decade. Shit, I own stocks. I own Procter & Gamble probably now for... damn near close to 4 decades. Maybe 3.5 decades. Same with Pepsi. ConocoPhillips. Who knows how long I own it for? Money's made buying quality and forgetting you own it. None of you want to understand this. None of you. Some of you do, actually. But the most of you are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. Forget about it. Get it out of your system. It's not going to happen. For every one person who gets, you hear me saying, oh, I'm going to hold on to Shiba Inu until I get rich from it. I'm saying this, but 1 out of every million investors gets rich off of a Shiba Inu, and the rest sucks wind. So come on, people. Use your heads. You want to make money? In my opinion, the old-fashioned way. Earn it. Slow. Like a turtle. Slow. I buy. I forget I own it. I leave it. I don't even know what Pepsi's trading at. I don't know what Procter & Gamble's trading at. I don't care either.